Hello, and welcome to another episode of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. It's me, LaDosha Wright, doing one of my favorite hairstyles of all times, and that is a flat twist hairstyle mixed with a little cornrow braiding at the end to secure the actual hairstyle, because I'm not a big fan of, adding hair. Not to mention I don't know how to do that, okay? So here in this video, I'm just going to share with you some tips on how to do a flat twist style mixed with a little cornrow braiding with emphasis on hairline. Now, your hairline is very, very different from the terminal, the mid shaft, the ends, all these fancy words, because your hairline, which by the way is the front part of your hair behind the ear and the nape. That hair is consisted of very tiny soft fibers that only have two protein layers. Unlike the terminal hair or your mid shaft and your ends, those have three protein layers. So I want you to understand that the hairline is not as strong. Also, I want you to understand that it's really important to style the hair with products that's going to hold the hairstyle the way you want it to. So in this instance, I'm going to be using a pomade, but you can use a gel or a cream, whichever you like. Also, I'm using a nice sturdy comb. That's a carbon comb. And I just want to make sure that my comb isn't flimsy, because flimsy combs, they snag and they make for a very, very, very uncomfortable, styling experience. So you might like a cheap comb, but trust me, your customer is like, girl, that comb, that stuff hurts, okay? So now I'm going to apply some pomade to her hair to keep her hair nice and supple. This one here is by Nature's Blessing, and it's made with like nettle, thyme, sage, a whole lot of stuff, including good intentions, according to the manufacturer. So you can see me again, making sure that the hairline is nice and supple. So this technique I learned in the Gambia. So I'm using my middle finger to just kind of secure the edges, her hairline, just to make sure I'm not being too aggressive. And then as I work my way through, I'm going to begin a cornrow braid. Now, make sure your fingernails are filed, your cuticles are nice and, clipped and snipped, because you do not want to be snagging your customer or your child's or your boyfriend's hair while you're doing this stuff, because that stuff really does hurt. Okay, now I got some fancy jewelry on, so make sure your jewelry is nice and out of the way so that you're not snagging and it's not getting caught in the hair. I'm just trying to show off here. So again, I'm using the H2 Pro Carbon Comb, and that can be found at blackhair.com, and that's black with a K. And it's a really nice, comb for, combing all textures and type. I also flat iron with that. Now, I used a clip to hold the hair out of the way to get through the style a lot quicker. But back in the day, we used to hold the hair down for each other. So you can make this a family affair, and everybody can get involved and start to learn about hairstyling. It's a wonderful, wonderful way, for the family to spend time together. Believe it or not, it's just a wonderful way to bond. And so again, I'm making sure that her edges are not being pulled. I do not want to see the skin ripple. I don't want her eyes to flinch and squint. I most certainly don't want to see any bumps show up. So please make sure that you're not being so aggressive. I know we want the hairstyle to look nice and neat, but remember, guys, this is Afro hair. So let's lower our expectations and know that in a few days, like 2 to 3 days, this hair will get frizzy. And that's very, very normal. You can secure this hairstyle at night by tying it down. A bonnet will make this hairstyle frizz more. So tie it down to reduce the likelihood of frizzing. And then again, when you cornrow the hair or flat twist, make sure your fingers are gliding through. The hair is nice and supple. If you use something wet, the hair will start to dry, and then it'll probably start snagging. So again, I like pomades more, but depending on your technique, do what you got to do. All right, so here I'm at the nape. So the nape is really, really important. I decided to conclude this hairstyle with an actual cornrow braid instead of flat twisting because it's cold here. People are wearing turtlenecks, scarves, jackets, coats, and so a braid will hold more secure in real life. So again, we're talking about real hair on real people in real life. So I don't want that flat twist to come unloose because density wise, this young lady does not have a lot of density. So Rose is one of my favorite customers, and I love her hair. So I want to show her how much I really do love her hair by respecting the nape, because in real life that has a tendency to get a lot of attention, and by way of friction, just with turtlenecks and scarves and things of that nature. So those are your hair solutions using the right products, which are available at my Amazon store at LaDosha Wright. And then you can also check me out on my podcast on all the platforms. Follow me on all the social media platforms. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the heart button. Thank you. So here is the finished look of Rose's flat twist hairstyle, secure with cornrow braids at the nape. I did braid it up the back just to secure and make a nice little, French roll or a bun. And then there are the flat twists at the top. There's the hairline looking nice and secure and smooth, not too tight. She has beautiful afro textured hair, and we try something different every week. And as you can see, her hair is in excellent, excellent condition. And again, thank you so much for checking me out here on YouTube.